Georgia officials have spoken on the Russian threat reported during voting, and the Georgia officials in a press conference have confirmed that it was a bomb threat. Listen in.
Anyone is fair and accurate elections, and anything that can get us to fight among ourselves, they can count that as a victory. So that tells you a little bit about the Russians. They're not our friends. Anyone that thinks they are hasn't been reading the newspapers.
All right. That's an unnerving development that has taken place. There was a bomb threat. The Georgia officials at this point of time have addressed it. They've spoken to the media and said that the officials are going to take this threat seriously. I have with me Grand Newsham, and how do you react to this? You know, just moments ago there were these insinuations being cast that there was Russian meddling in the American elections. Now we're getting to know that there's a bomb threat. So there's a lot of it that is happening now. You know, do we take this on face value, or this at this point of time has to be screened and finally figure out what is actually the truth versus what is misinformation that is being peddled?
Oh, I think that the way our elections have worked the last few times, that nobody's really surprised at anything. I'd probably be surprised if there wasn't a bomb threat. It could be the Russians. They've, of course, been meddling, but they're just small potatoes compared to the Chinese communists. So with this one, as I say, if you've been around a while, you sort of brush it off, and let's get through with the voting, see how it turns out.
Okay. Grant, obviously, I want to ask you, have you already cast your vote? Was it early voting, or today did you step out?
No, I voted a couple days ago. I happened to be in my jurisdiction, so I voted in person. I don't feel good about dropping them in a mailbox. I suppose I'm old enough that I think that we stand in line on voting day and we go vote. So that's what I was fortunate enough to be able to do. Since I'm not from Chicago, I didn't vote 2 or 3 times. I only voted once.
Okay, all right. I'll come back to that question. And I also have with me Ambassador Yogesh Gupta. He's a former diplomat. Thank you, sir, for joining me on the telecast. And again, the focus, that's big news, a bomb threat. This cannot be, sidelined. This has to be then further investigated upon. But how does this impact the election process?
Well, yes, I have read about that. One doesn't know how much that is true or not, but these are things, which other countries do as well. The United States, the USA interfered in India's election as much as it could. So what is there to be surprised? Major countries, they do interfere, and United States including, in the elections of other countries. And so normal game.